Okay, we're diving into vitamin C today. Vitamin C is a really neat one because you've probably heard of its benefits for allergies. It's really good for stabilizing mast cells, so people with histamine issues can calm inflammation in the body because it's part of the redox cycle. So it's basically helping calm all these free radical oxygen species that are causing inflammation. It can help with having more glowing or healthy skin because vitamin C is used in our collagen. And it also helps repairing tendons and ligaments or helping even prevent getting tears in your ligaments or your tendons because that connective tissue uses vitamin C. So vitamin C helps strengthen it. I'm probably missing a million benefits. It's immune system. I think we've all heard of people taking emergency if you're like getting on an airplane or something. Literally so many benefits of vitamin C. If we did really high doses, like what you could get in an IV, then it could actually start to kill infections directly. But when we're doing it as a supplement, we're really just supporting our immune system to work better to do its thing. So, types of vitamin C. There's natural plant-based vitamin C. When we get vitamin C, our body is used to seeing it as the whole package, the whole vitamin C complex, how it is found in the foods that we get it in, like an orange or a berry. The labs have synthetically taken the exact, vitamin C just by itself, ascorbic acid, and made that synthetically. That does behave. I mean, technically, you could say ascorbic acid is ascorbic acid, whether it's natural or synthetic. But we do know that there's an actual vitamin C complex with ascorbic acid paired with a bunch of stuff it's usually packaged with. So that's like giving your body a hammer and none of the nails. Like your body's not used to seeing it like that. And this is where I love research, but this is where conventional med can get so locked in on what the active ingredient is of something and just focus on that instead of seeing the whole picture. Like in conventional med, we are often missing that bird's eye unified view that's holistic for the whole body. So we want to view the herb holistically or the food or the vitamin holistically as well. And our body is used to getting things in the packages that they come in nature. So, for example, if you are eating potato chips, fried processed potato chips, even if you get the healthy oil ones like olive oil or avocado oil, and I dive into healthy oils and healthy snacks in my healthy living class, if that's something you're interested in. But even if you get the healthy potato chip, you are still taking in an incomplete potato because it has been fried and processed and refined. And so you're not getting all the nutrients in the same package presentation that you would if you were just having a baked potato. And so that can be stressful on the body because we are a system of biochemical pathways, and each pathway almost never runs just on one thing. Like we always are fueling in multiple ingredients. So the raw materials, the raw construction materials present together, which is why you might hear people say, like, you need B6 to make your neurotransmitters. It's because those pathways aren't just metabolizing the precursor to dopamine, they're taking extra minerals and things and using them, which again, talk more about that in the course if you're interested in learning about this. But our body is used to getting things in the natural package because that's how it's found in nature. So that's how our body is accustomed and designed to receive it. So if you take synthetic ascorbic acid, so pretty much any vitamin C supplement that you're going to find by itself, you are missing the whole complex that it goes with. And it'd be like getting that fried potato chip or getting that refined, bleached, ultra processed, gluten enhanced wheat instead of the whole wheat berry. Some people who are gluten intolerant actually do okay with the whole ground wheat berry because that's how your body is designed to process and receive that. So I love getting my vitamin C from the natural, original plant-based sources. You could just eat it. I have camu powder. Actually, let me go grab it so I can show you guys it. Okay, so I have a camu powder, which is a berry from I think the Amazon, and it is very, very, very rich in vitamin C. So 1 teaspoon of this powder meets 1,000% of your daily vitamin C recommended amount. And I have done the math. Here's what the powder looks like. And it is, so 1 teaspoon is almost 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. So that is very high. The con is that vitamin C is acidic. And I was curious exactly how acidic this is. And so, knowing the pharmacokinetics of how all these things behave scientifically, I added a little bit of baking soda to this when I put it in some water, and it had a big fizzing reaction. And then, of course, I had the salty taste of the baking soda. So it didn't taste super flavorful. But it had such a foaming, fizzy Alka-Seltzer-like reaction. That just tells you that there's a decent amount of acid in here, and it was converting to like sodium ascorbate or something because it was converting the base and acid were neutralizing with each other. So this can be pretty harsh on your stomach. I have Crohn's, I have irritable bladder stuff. This was pretty acidic for me. So this was a no for me. But for most people, that's a great option. This has been super gentle. I've had no problems with this, super able to tolerate it. This one, 2 capsules is 135 milligrams. So again, 1 teaspoon of powder was 1,000. 2 capsules is 135. That's a lot less. That being said, we don't usually need super high doses of things if it's in a good form. So maybe our body needs 1,000 milligrams, which is the standard dose of synthetic ascorbic acid vitamin C, because it doesn't have the complex to efficiently process it with. But maybe 135 milligrams of actual whole food plant vitamin C almost matches that because you are getting that entire process or that entire complex to process it with it. So, for the purposes of supporting my immune system, this has been adequate. I take 1 capsule 3 times a day. So, I'm getting a little bit more than the 135 milligram dose. I'm spreading it out. I'm taking it with food just for extra caution of that acidity. Always taking most supplements with food, especially when they're food based, because that's how our body is used to getting its things and its nutrients and its cofactors is from our meals and from our food. So I like to dose things with food when I can. With vitamin C, if you take a ton of it, it is a laxative. Vitamin C is actually sometimes we use it as a laxative. If you are buying the synthetic ascorbic acid, which most vitamin C is, even if it's from a great high quality brand, then oftentimes it's dosed at about 1,000 milligrams. That's enough for someone sensitive to act as a laxative. So if I remember correctly, it's an osmotic laxative, meaning it's drawing water into the stool. And so it'd be behaving kind of like over-the-counter Miralax. So for me, I can't take 1,000 milligrams of synthetic ascorbic acid. Like that would give me definitely loose stool. For other people, that is nothing to them and they're fine and they won't hit loose stool until they reach almost like 6,000, 7,000 milligrams of vitamin C. So keep that in mind when you're trying out vitamin C's. You're going to have less stool effects, less acidity, less irritation if you're taking a lower dose plant-based one. This is my favorite one just because it's one of the only ones out there that is plant-based. And it's pretty affordable for being a plant-based vitamin C. They're usually pretty expensive. So I'll link this on FullScript. I'll say it. I have said it. I'll say it again. Big fan of using FullScript. It's basically like a professional doctor grade Amazon, but for supplements. I'm able to put a discount on there for anyone who wants to access it. So it's going to be cheaper than it is on Amazon. It has free shipping. You can choose for fast or medium shipping. And it is sourcing directly from the manufacturer and it's storing it in a temperature controlled warehouse. There's no batch sourcing issues like there are on Amazon. Even if you do your due diligence on Amazon and you buy from the manufacturer, there is still the possibility of batch dosing. So if anyone else is selling this on Amazon, they can put it all in the same tub and then ship it out to people. So you're not actually sure of where you're getting yours from. And then warehouses, to my knowledge, are still not all temperature and humidity controlled. So you could get a product that is not potent. If it's been exposed to heat or humidity, then it's not going to be as potent. It's going to have lost a lot of its effectiveness. So especially when you're first trying things, I don't guess around with trying them from anywhere. Especially if you're trying to evaluate something to know if it helps or not. You don't want to have the possibility of having a dud. So if you're interested, I'm going to link where I get mine from and where I recommend my patients that I work with get theirs from. Literally, I've never had anyone not like FullScript. Something goes wrong, you can contact them and they fix it. But it's pretty awesome to get all of your stuff in one box from all the different manufacturers. I'm all about finding the most affordable because I am taking all of these myself, not like recommending these to people first. These are all things I take, and I've tried a million vitamin C's. This is the one I like, so I now recommend it to people. And so I'm always trying to find, okay, what's the most effective form of this? Because not all forms are equal or have the right ingredients in them. And then what's the most affordable version of it? And you want to look at how many capsules are in it, what's the dose per capsule, that kind of thing. So this one is on my list. I will link it in case you're interested. Let me know if there's topics that you want me to do a video about. And yeah, thank you for listening. Hope everyone has a great day.